already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, why bet you wanna be famous, They made us, you know I'm icy in Vegas, this for them that hate us, I make a lot of new money, when the not save us, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out flash, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
180. And here we go. Watch the pass. Good. Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Both of them. He's coming.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Block 80! Check, 47. Watch them run. They're running it. Black is third.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, gun. Check 55, Mike.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
What? 21. Here we go. Hey, alert!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, Steve 6. Check 55. Man, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Hey, gun.
They run with Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now it's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Here we go. I got you. Check four.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Hey, gun.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up A yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On first down, Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
21.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
21. Hey, gun. Check 55. Hey.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Johnson was the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
13 yards there and a Niner first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, gun. 2. 55. Right there, 50. Hey, box truck. I got you. You won't see me in your nightmare. Hey, check right. Hey, gun. You better be afraid of me.
Garoppolo now. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
11. Hey, exit.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Hey, gun. 12, here we go. 21. 13.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
21. Here we go. Hey, Haywood. 55.
Play action. Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Hey, gun. 12, here we go. Bravo.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I got this. Check 26. Check 3.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Still. 21.
On first down, Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, gun. He's cracked. He's checked the crack.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end.
11. Check 52. Kill.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Check a gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back now here live in New Orleans. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
I got this.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Right there, 54. Right, these two. Check.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Rush in. Check it back. 44.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Slant. These two.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. D Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Big Ed. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Steelers, first down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They had the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
With you, I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. What I do? Lace up my shoes.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
55. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Watch it.
11.
Second and 8. At the 25-yard line.
Back.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And some room to run now. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. That would give to Breida, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman shifts by him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Here we go. Under 10. Flag. Watch that. Watch the safety creep. Hey, gun. Hey, pound.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Switch.
I got you.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. Oh, a nice spin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
21.
At the Steelers' 2-yard line.
It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for James Conner, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Roethlisberger will throw. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Take both of them.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Check 4, check 4.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A run by Connor on first down and a good one as he'll get about 7 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
All right, now. Left 30.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Smooth. The mic, folks, the mic. We don't want this.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Vanette, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
A gain of 4.
Hey, Charlie.
Second and 6.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Good one, able to haul it in. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, gun.
46-yard line.
White. Go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Here we go. Hey, high 7.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Breida. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
I got this. Watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, let's go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Focus.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Here we go.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
13. Alpha.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, we have your hand.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
11. Hey, orbit.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Five.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They run again with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
Just missed it.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Quan Alexander able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Here we go. 230. Take 2 of them. Watch the slide. Check. Crunch. Slack it, run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike, 56, right?
Hey, wahoo! Keep these 2.
Switch gears.
Slack it,
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Mike, 55.
Hey, gun.
Mike.
So don't say nothing. Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 55.
12.
55.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I got it. Watch it, check right. 21. Hey, Delta. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo.
Check 26.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, shoot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
55's my guy, 55.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2. Hey, exit.
55.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, gun. Hey, Haywood.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Easy, easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ben to throw again. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll look to run with Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Garoppolo looking to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Come on, fellas, here we go.
Now Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Quarter. Switch.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Let's do it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.